taking over for today on this Joy for the Journey, guys. Guess what? It's day 2. No, we skipped a couple days, but guess what? We back live, and we need your nuggets. Yeah, we need your nuggets. We need your inspiration. We need your psalms, your praises, whatever you have to be able to drop nuggets to encourage, to inspire, to uplift. Guess what? You have it. You have it. I know whatever you use, whatever means you use, whatever, apps you use, you get your daily encouragements from, or whatever, book you read with inspiration that encourage you, whatever song of inspiration that you read that encouraged you. Guess what? Drop it in the nugget. My wife, she needs encouragement once again. She's study battling. She's pressing forward every day. She's moving forward every day. And guess what? She is pushing. She's pushing, and that's sometimes that's all you can do is push against the weight that's trying to push up against you. That's what a lot of us are going through right now. We're trying to push up against the weight that is constantly pushing up against us, and sometimes we need a helping hand to come behind us and put and help push that weight to alleviate a little pressure. Pressure is real. Everybody's feeling the pressure, whether you're on the job, whether you're a mother, a father, whether you in the work field, wherever you are, you may be feeling pressure, but guess what? Drop a nugget of encouragement. I'm taking over for the joy for the journey, but guess what? Guess what?
He can't handle it.
Guess what, y'all? It's a everybody called to carry a different weight.
There's a way.
So, you know, my wife, she need that encouragement today. So, drop that nugget of inspiration. If you got a favorite song, a book that you read, a quote that you maybe woke up to today, this morning,
Right.
drop that quote, drop that nugget, that word of inspiration, and
Yes.
let her know that, hey, somebody is here to water you. Remember, one water, one plant,
And
and
God
God gives
gives
the
the
increase.
increase
All
in
right,
the
all right,
mighty
all right.
name of Jesus.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna pass it over to her, y'all, and just let her, let you know how she feel a little bit so you can kind of catch the rhythm, catch the flow. Because sometimes if you got a direct, almost got a direct target, you can kind of know where to drop that nugget. So,
What they say, be encouraged no matter what's going on. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to learn to encourage myself. I'm trying to learn to build myself up. I'm trying to learn that trouble don't last always. They tell us, I wanna also say to all those that's out there that's strong and that's just not used to going through things, because a lot of times what I'm learning in my down season right now is the fact that people have a problem encouraging strong people. Hey y'all, I'm learning that. And the last thing, even though that person has strength, don't get me wrong, that person has strength, that person is usually the strong one, but people are quick to say, God got you. God got you. I want to encourage y'all, when y'all seeking to encourage people, even in my downtime, I realize that sometimes people can be very cliche when people are going through and they looking for that bad situation, or for you to be, I don't know. It's weird how people are. It's weird how, sometimes people share that energy that's just not good for you in your moment when you're going through. But I thank God for my husband that's willing to, uplift me. And I keep hearing that song, be encouraged no matter what's going on, because it really will be all right. But it's just a message in the mess. A lot of times we have to find the message in the mess. And a lot of times God bring you down so you can look up. And whenever you living in the quote unquote fast lane, we working, we taking care of the kids, we worried about them going to school, we worried about activities, we worried about all these things. We forget the main thing that God tells us to focus on, or the main thing that God tells us we need to work on. And so therefore I feel, this is just me and my heart, drop some comments, let me know how you feel God speak to you when you go through, because it is tough going through. It's tough when you're the strong one and you're the one that's always encouraging somebody, and now you need to be encouraged. It is a such thing as we encourage each other. Just like my husband was saying, one plant, one water, and allow God to give the increase. Always look for somebody to encourage. I'm always looking for somebody to encourage, even in my time of being down and needing encouragement, even myself. I still look to encourage and look to uplift someone. So I just thank him for taking that time to just ask y'all to help encourage me. I thank you. This still the joy for the journey. He taking over, but y'all, this still the joy for the journey. I told y'all we're gonna take y'all along this year.
Taking y'all alone. We taking y'all alone. So we thank everybody for y'all nuggets that y'all dropping. Continue to drop them. Thank everybody for watching and tuning in. It's always, someone out there that's strong that's actually going through. Someone out there that's strong that's going through. And they just need a small word of encouragement to be pushed through. Your word can, your smile, your your ability, your fact that you woke up and prayed this morning, the fact that you were obedient last night, and God say, you know what, read Psalm 23 or read Psalm 91. You didn't know that you was going to need that particular psalm to encourage someone on the bus, to encourage someone on the bus stop, to encourage your manager, to encourage your supervisor, to encourage your children. You never know what that little small nugget that you needed to give to the next individual. A candle never loses its light if it's lighting another. If a candle light another candle, it don't lose its light, but it makes another one shine bright. And that's what my wife need right now. She need y'all light, and she's just going through something. She's feeling down. She's not feeling herself. And sometimes we do get there where we don't feel ourselves. We don't know what's going on. We like, man, I'm not feeling myself. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or I just, I woke up feeling heavy. Not all the time we get up feeling ourselves or feeling 100%, and we don't know what's going on. But it's always a spiritual battle that we're facing. We're wrestling, we're fighting these fights, and entities that we don't know what's on the other side. But guess what? When we watch out for each other and you dropping words of encouragement, then guess what? That's helping us understand that we have somebody on our side. Yeah, God Almighty is on our side. Yeah, we know we have heavenly forces fighting for us, but we have our brothers, we have one another to encourage us to say, hey, you can carry on. You're not in this battle alone. I know the Bible tells us that our brothers and sisters are enduring the same conflict. I don't care if you overseas. I don't care if you in a different country, wherever you may be. Somebody somewhere is going through what you going through, what you've been through, or what you came out of. Okay? Somebody have is going through or been through or coming out of what you going through. You can be able to help them out and drop a nugget and say, hey, you know what? You can make it because I did. You know, look at the great story of Job. If we had not his testimony, how will we know if we can endure the amount of endurance that one can handle and one can take? What this is the joy for the journey. Hey, hey, hey. And yay, I'm taking over the joy for the journey for my wife, Unique. And she needs your word of encouragement. So please, if you watch this live, now, or you watching in the future, or you watch this on a replay, please leave a word of encouragement. What song, what book, what quote did you hear? What did somebody teach you when you was maybe growing up as a child, that your great grandparents, that a school teacher, that a football coach, a tennis coach, a basketball coach, wherever, that gave you, that it lives with you today, that it resonate with you. You want these things that kind of told you that even in my darkest hour, I knew I can carry on. We do need that encouragement from one another. And don't, it's a blessing to water. It's a blessing to water each other, because guess what? There's a reward. The Bible tells us that so did a man reap, so that she also reap. So if you sowing good seed, guess what? Good seed is bound to come about. But we thank everyone for joining us. We thank you, everyone, for joining. Zion, God bless you. We thank you for joining. Um, you know,
Encouraging words.
yeah, the encouraging words. You just jumping on the live and you just speaking and engaging with us is
It's
an is
encouraging.
is an encouragement all alone. You know, so we thank you for joining. My wife said thank you all for the encouraging words, for just watching the live. This is an encouragement all by itself. So, you know, we don't take that lightly. We thank God for every subscriber that subscribe and
We
everyone.
will be back tomorrow
We
to give
will
you
be
an
back
update.
tomorrow to give you an update. So we love you all. God bless you. And I'm taking over the joy for the journey, y'all. I don't know how long this gonna be, but I believe that through the grace of God that He's gonna connect us with inspirational people, with like-minded people, and people who are encouragers, motivators, leaders. Well, enjoy your day. My wife said enjoy your day on purpose. We love you. Till
God bless
tomorrow.
you.
God bless you.